I don't think I'll be seeing you again, so I thought it only right to come and say goodbye, consider it a mark of respect. I don't know what you and Simon talked about last night, but when he came into the room he woke me up, and we chatted till dawn. You'll be happy to hear we've decided to part ways. Don't flatter yourself into believing it was your doing. It was inevitable. We'd just been putting it off, that's all. Surprised we lasted 1.5 years. He said he realised that the only reason he was attracted to me was because I was the polar opposite of you. It's funny. When you said last night that you thought I was good in a doll's house, my heart skipped a beat. I nearly leapt for joy. How do you do that? Did I ever tell you about my father? I watched him drown in a mountain of unpaid bills. When I was 13, he was declared bankrupt. I used to come home every day after school, and the bathroom door was always closed, and the sound was always the same, the sound of my mother's stifled sobs. Then she'd come out of the room with a smile on her face and cook dinner. One day he left and never came back. My mother and I moved to a small rented flat and lived on benefits. The first day, I moved my bed, and there was a whole lot of blood on the wall. I spent all my time in that flat wondering what had happened before we arrived. I came up with quite a few upsetting scenarios. I had a vivid imagination. Since then, most of my life I've been running away from unpaid bills, stifled sobs, and those dark red stains. That might have affected some of my artistic choices. So that's my individual story. But something tells me that somewhere along the line you've just stopped listening to people's individual stories. Wonder when that happened. There's a part of me that admires you. The way you've held on to the things you believed in, but your idealism has turned into hardness, Kristen. It has a thick, thick shell, you do. A carapace, isn't that the word? Why does she demonise me like that, I would ask myself. Why does she vilify me? Why does she scrutinise everything that I do and then condemn it without a second thought? But then I realised that it's got nothing to do with me. Really. It's not about me. It's about you, Kristen. When I was in my room last night, I had a little bit of a revelation. They say, don't they, that when people get older, they just become worse versions of themselves. And I guess in some people that's a little more pronounced, but I expect it's a case of having to hold on to everything you are, everything you were, the choices you've made, the paths you've followed. Because if you start to question it, if you start to doubt it, well, then you're fucked. Really, aren't you? So you hold on with every fibre of your being. It must be exhausting being you.